Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Witness. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment and share. So today I just want to talk about how to read the visa sticker. But before that, I want to remind you, as soon as you receive your short stay visa, like as soon as you received your passport with a visa on it, make sure that all the information it contains is correct. So check your passport number. This passport had the passport number, and those passport numbers are written on the visa sticker. So make sure that the numbers on your passport and your visa sticker are correct and they match. Make sure that. And you applied for your visa for a specific period of time. Check that your air ticket check if your air ticket correspond with the entry and exit date indicated in a visa sticker. So you have to check that. Yeah, because on the border control they will tell you that you have to change. Okay, let's say I have a friend who visited Denmark for 9 days. You see, the visa sticker, like the duration of the visa, stated that she should be here for 9 days. But then the date of the plane were very far apart from the 9 days. So she had to change that, the plane ticket, before she could allow to enter Denmark. Yeah. So you make sure that the dates indicated in the sticker correspond to the plane ticket, because they're going to ask you that on the border control. Yeah, so so it takes a lot of cost and time to do that. So you make sure that it's very, very correct. Yeah, and check that the number of entries you applied, if it's 1, 2 or multiple, correspond with the number of entry indicated to your visa sticker. So if you have applied to a multiple entry or 2 entries, and then your visa sticker has 1 entry, you have to contact the embassy to change that. Yeah, and make sure that your name is written and spelled correctly. Make sure that the name on your passport and in your visa stickers match, because it's gonna cost you a lot of money, a lot of time, if you find that on your way. You see, because you won't be allowed to travel. Let's say you're coming to Denmark or Sweden and then you stuck in Amsterdam, and then they tell you that you cannot travel. That will be very wastage of time, wastage of money, and yeah, and you'll be very straight. So make sure that once you receive your passport with a visa in it, make sure that you check all those informations. Make sure that they're very correct. If they're not, you can return that to the embassy and change it as soon as they can. So let's jump to how to read the visa sticker. This is the most question that I have been asked by people, and most people confuse. Even I at first, I confused these two things. So in your visa sticker, there is you'll find a place written duration of stay. Duration of stay, and normally it's written in days. So you might find, for example, you have requested let's say 20 days, maybe let's say 3 months stay in the Schengen area. 3 months is 90 days. So duration of stay, they write 90 days. They're written in days. They're counted in days. So this indicates the number of days you may stay in the Schengen area. The days should be counted from the date that you enter the Schengen area. That you start counting those 90 days from the day that you enter the Schengen area to the date that you exit the Schengen area. You see, that's duration of stay. And then there is a place, there is a place written period of stay. You see, that's duration of stay. So period, there is from this date until this date. These are written in dates. Let's say from 26th of June 2022 to 26th of October 2022. You see? And normally, from this date to this date, the days are usually longer than the duration of stays. So, and it does not mean that you have to spend, like you have to spend those extra days that have been given. So you have asked for 90 days stay, but this from this time to this time, if you calculate the date, then you might find 120 days. Like you have extra days ahead of you, but you don't need to use them. You cannot use them. You see, you cannot use them. You have to spend 90 days on your Schengen area. So when you are reading for the visa sticker, make sure that you stay, you use the days that are written in duration of stay. Don't read from this date to until this date. You see? So usually those days from until are usually longer than the number of days printed in the duration of stay. The difference in period is meant to give you flexibility to plan your entry and exit from Schengen area. But your stay in the Schengen area must never exceed the exact number of days in the duration of stay. No matter how many days you have stayed in the Schengen area, you must leave no later than the day printed in the until date. I hope you guys understood. So if you have requested for 90 days visa stay in the Schengen area, you must not exceed 90 days. Yeah. So those extra days that you think that you have given, they are meant to give you flexibility. Yeah, so you can enter a Schengen area anytime, and it's not necessarily that you will enter the Schengen area the date, like the same date that it has been indicated on the visa sticker. For example, it was from 26th of June 2022. It doesn't mean that you will enter the same date. You might, but it does not mean that. So you might even go from the 1st of July, but then you must not exceed 90 days. So those are the days that are meant to give you flexibility. Yeah, but you make sure that you stay in the Schengen area for 90 days. Don't exceed. Those are, yeah. So some people say, oh, I have 120 days. Can I use them? You cannot use them. If you requested 20 days stay in the Schengen area, and you see that they have given you extra date, like 20 extra date, you should not use those 20s. No. And you know the penalty of misusing the visa. You won't be allowed to enter the Schengen area for 5 years. So the penalty is long, and they won't give you another. You might be subjected to the penalty. You can pay the penalty, and you might not allowed to enter any Schengen area. So make sure you be careful with that. So thank you so much for watching. If you have a question, please ask. I'll be very glad to answer it. Yeah, and bye bye. Have a nice day.